Here to remember Surat al-Ikhlas, but Surat al-Fatiha is important, and I think it's relevant to our discussion today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. I don't know what beneficent means. I know what merciful means. I think there's not a direct translation available, but it's related. It's a related root to mercy, and King of the Day of Judgment, ruler of the Day of Judgment. We serve you, and we Nasta'in, I think it's follow, and then let's see, make us on the straight path, but not on the. Basically, it's saying guide us and don't misguide us. And so people try to argue that that's not what it's saying, but it is saying you can be misguided. Anyway, that some people, I think they forget that option, that they hear guidance in their head, and they think it must be, it can only be guidance, good guidance, and not confusion. And yet the Quran talks about how Pharaoh's heart was hardened, that nobody could speak to him of any good action that he could take, that he would follow it, and instead he would persist only more strongly in bad action, and that this was an action that had been taken. He had been changed so that he could not. And this can happen. And there's no reason that any of these stories would be there except that they could happen. And I've said before, the Quran is sourced through Jibreel and not through Harut and Marut like the other books. And it's not that Harut and Marut are flexible based on how they are approached, but it's they're still, that's not, they are hanging upside down over a stinking pit to warn you. They are not the ones you want to seek a religion from. In fact, when you think about how Abraham was told, you got to abandon your kid, you got to kill your kid, if you want to have a religion, you've got to say one wife is superior to the other wife, and you've got to do all this stuff. They were trying to get him to say, okay, never mind. And he just persisted in his error.